it will come straight. Look you, lay home to him. Tell him his pranks have been too broad to bear with, and that your grave has screened and stood between much heat and him. I'll silence me here, pray you be round with him.
Mother, mother, mother!
I'll warrant you, fear me not, withdraw here, I'm coming.
Now, mother, what's the matter?
Hamlet, thou hast thy father much offended.
Mother, you have my father much offended.
Come, you answer with an idle tongue.
Go, you answer with a wicked tongue.
Why, how now, Hamlet?
What's the matter now?
Have you forgot me?
No, by the rod, not so. You are the queen, your husband's brother's wife, and were it not so, you are my mother.
Nay, then I'll set those to you that can speak.
Come, sit you down, and you shall not budge. You go not till I set you up a glass, and you can see the innermost parts of you.
What wilt thou do? Thou wilt not murder me. Help, ho! What, ho, help!
How now, a rat? Dead for a ducat. Dead!
Oh, I am slain. Oh.
Oh me, what hast thou done?
Nay, I do not know. Is it the king?
Oh, what a rash and bloody deed this is.
A bloody deed, almost as bad, good mother, as kill a king and marry with his brother.
As kill a king.
Aye, lady, it was my word. Thou wretched, rash, intruding fool, farewell. I took thee for thy better. Take thy fortune, thou find it to be too busy in some danger. Leave writhing your hands in peace. Sit you down and let me wriggle your heart, for so I shall, if it made of penetrable stuff, if damned custom have not brassed it, so that it is proof and marked against sense.
What have I done that thou darest wag thy tongue so rude against me?
Such an act that blurs the grace and blessed modesty, calls virtue hypocrite, takes off the rose from the fair forehead of an innocent love, and sets a blister there, makes marriage vows as false as dicers' oaths. Oh, such a deed, as from the body of constricted plots, the very soul and sweet religion makes a rhapsody of words, heaven's fame doth flow. Yeah, this solidity and compound mess with trustful visage, as almost as against the doom is thought sick at the act.
I mean, what act that roars so loud and thunders in the index?
Upon this picture, and on this picture, the counterfeit presentment of two brothers. See what a grace is seated on his brow, Harion's curls, and the font of Jove himself, an eye like Mars to threaten and command. A station like the herald Mercury, new lighted on a heaven-kissing hill. A combination and form indeed, where every god did seem to set his seal, to give the world assurance of a man. This was your husband. Look you now what follows. Here's your husband, like a mildew's ear, blasting his wholesome brother. Have you eyes? Could you on this fair mountain leave to feed, and batten on this moor? Have you eyes? You cannot call it love, for at your age the heyday in the blood is tame, is humble, and waits upon the judgment. And what judgment would set from this to this? Then sure you have. Else could you not have motion, but sure that sense is a pollux for madness would not err, nor sense to elasticity was never so thralled, but it reserved some quality of choice, to serve in such a difference. What devil was that thou hast chosen you at hoodmen blind? Eyes without feeling, feeling without sight, ears without hands or eyes, smelling sayings all, or but a sickly part of one true sense could not so come. O shame! What is thy blush, rebellious hell, if thou canst mutine in a patron's bones? To flaming youth let virtue be as wax, and melt in her own fire, proclaim no shame. When the compulsion odor gives the charge, since frost itself as actively doth burn, and reason pardons will.
O Hamlet, speak no more. Thou turnest my eyes into my soul, and there I see such black and graying spot that will not leave their tinct.
Nay, but to live in the rank sweat of an enseamed bed, shrewd in corruption, hunting, and making love overdo the nasty.
Oh, speak to me no more. These words like daggers enter my ears. No more, sweet Hamlet.
A murderer and a villain, a slave that is not 20th part of the tithe, of your president lord, a vice of kings, a cook-post of the emperor and the rule, that from a shelf the previous diadem stole, and put it in his pocket.
No more!
A king of shreds and patches, save me and hover over me with your wings. You heavenly guards, what would your gracious figure?
Alas, he's mad.
Do you not come your tardy son to chide? That lapse in time and passion lets go by. The important acting of your dread command, oh say!
Do not forget, this visitation is but to whip thy almost blunted purpose. For look, amazement on thy mother sits. Oh, step between her and her fighting soul. Conceit and weakness, body's strongest works. Speak to her, Hamlet.
How is it with you, lady?
Alas, how is it with you, that you do bend your eye on vacancy, and with the incorporeal air do hold disclosure? Forth at your eyes your spirits wildly peep, and as the sleeping soldiers in the alarm, your bedded hairs and life and excrements start up and stand on end. O gentle sun, upon the heat and flame of thy distemper sprinkle cool patience. Whereupon do you look?
On him! On him! Look you how pale he glares, his form and cause conjured, preaching to stones, would make them capable. Do you not look upon me? Lest with this pious action you convert my stern effects, then what I have to do will want true color, tears perchance for blood.
To whom do you speak this?
Do you see nothing there?
Nothing at all, yet all that is I see.
Nor did you hear nothing?
No, nothing but ourselves.
Why, look you there, look how it steals away. My father in his habitat as he lived. Look where he goes even now at the portal.
This is the very coinage of your brain. The bodiless creation of ecstasy is very cunning in
Ecstasy? My pulse as yours doth temporary keep time, and matters as healthy music. It is not madness that I have uttered. Bring me to the test, and I the matter will reword. Which madness would gambot from? Mother, for the love of grace, lay not that mattering unction to your soul, that not your trespass, but my madness speak. It will skin and film the uckerous place. With rank corruption, minding all within, infects unseen. Confess yourself to heaven, repent what's past, avoid what is to come, and do not spread the compost on the weeds to make them rancor. Forgive me in this my virtue, for in the fatness of these purest times, virtue itself of vice must pardon beg. Yea, curb and woo for leave to him good.
Oh, Hamlet, thou hast cleft my heart in twain.
Oh, throw away the worst apart and live the pure with the other half. Good night, but go not to mine uncle's bed. Assume a virtue if you have it not. That monster, custom, who shall all sins doth eat, of habits, devil is angel, yet in this, that to the use of actions fair and good, he likewise gives a frolic or liver, that aptly is put on. Refrain tonight, and that shall lead to a kind of easiness to the next abstinence, the next more easy, for use almost can change the stamp of nature. And either the devil or throw him out with wondrous potence. Once more, good night. And when you are desirous to be blessed, I'm blessing beg of you. For this same Lord I do repent. But heaven hath pleased it so to punish me with this and this with me, that I must be their Scrooge and minister. I will dispose upon him, and will answer well the death I gave him. So again, good night. I must be cruel, only to be kind. Thus bad begins and worse remains behind. One more, good lady.
What shall I do?
Not this by no means that I bid you do. Let the king bloat, tempt you again to bed, pinch wanton your cheeks, call you his mouse, and let him for a pair of Frenchy kisses, or paddling in your neck with his damned fingers, make you to ravel with all this matter out, that I essentially am not in madness, but mad in craft. 'Twere good you were let him know, for who, that's but a queen, fair, sober, wise, would from a paddock, from a bat, a gib, such dear concerning hide, who would do so? No, in despair, sense, and secrecy, unpeg the basket on the house's top. Let the birds fly, let the famous ape to try conclusions. In the basket creep and break your own neck down.
Be thou assured, if words be made of breath, and breath of life. I have no life to breathe.
I must go to England, you know that.
Alack, I have forgot. 'Tis so concluded on.
These letters, sealed, and my 2 schoolfellows, whom I will trust as I will adders fain. They bear the mandate, they must sweep my way, and marshal me to knavery. Let it work, for 'tis a sport to have the engineer host with his own patron, and I shall go hard. But I will delve 1 yard below their minds, and blow them at the moon. Oh, 'tis not most sweet, when in 1 line 2 crafts directly meet. This man shall set me packing. I'll lug the lugs into the neighbor room. Mother, good night. Indeed, this counselor is now most still, most eager, and most grave. Who was in this life a foolish parting knave? Come, sir, do draw toward it in with you. Good night, mother.